Hi everybody, it's Jamie. I hope that this pre-recorded class takes the spot of whenever we would normally have class, and you can also revisit this whenever you would like. So same format as our normal classes, but it's actually going to move a little bit quicker because it's pre-recorded, so I don't have to go through as many little details with you because you can always pause it and kind of dissect the moves if something doesn't make sense. So we're going to get right into it. This is going to be intense. It's going to be bar, booty, everything. So let's get started. All you need is a mat, a chair, and yourself. That's all. All right, so to get started, we're gonna come on to those toes on one foot. So we're gonna lift up and down, up and down. So watch your posture. Make sure you're not here. Make sure you're not here. Make sure you're not like, oh, I'm tired, I'm done for the day. Nope, stand up tall, zip your pants. Chest is up, belly is in. We're coming up onto the ball of the foot, ball of the foot, ball of the foot. Keep going. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna step it up. So we're gonna go up, up, down, up, down. So both feet up, 1 foot down. Both feet up, 1 foot down. Up, switch, up, switch, up, switch. Keep it going. I'm losing my balance. Feel free to hold on to something if you need to. There's a lot of background noise here right now, so I hope that you can still just hear me. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's stretch out those feet really quick. So right foot's gonna come out. We're gonna point the toes, flex the foot. Point, flex. So point your toes down, pull your toes back towards you. Keep going. Flex, point, flex, point for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's circle it. So just a foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3. My balance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let it go. The other side. Flex and point. Left leg. Just in case, I'm going to turn our music down. Keep going. Flex and point. Flex, point. I just finished teaching the live version of this class, so my balance and my legs are like, ooh, girl again. All right, let's circle the foot. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, we're gonna do some plies, but we're gonna do them parallel. So make sure if we don't want our feet together. We want our feet about hips width apart, and we're gonna bend the knees. So normally in my other classes, I'm saying we're doing squats. We're not gonna push the butt back. We are going to keep the butt right where it is, the chest right where it is, everything nice and tall, and just bend the knees. So that doesn't mean tuck, doesn't mean stick back, right down. So right here, pushing your knees in opposite direction. So getting into the bar. We're gonna come onto that left foot now and point the right toes. Bye, Lindsay. Home workout. And there are the dogs. All right, so we're on that left foot. Right toes are pointed. We're gonna take the right leg up and in. So watch your pelvis. Make sure it's not your back or your pelvis. Nothing moves. So it's small, it's just that glute. I think this is 5, 6, stay low, 7, 8, 9, 10, hold it here, pulse it, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back in, 10 more, get lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, point those toes, 9, 10, hold it here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it in, again, 1, stay low, 2, 3, chest is up, 4, squeeze that glute, 5, 6, 7, smile, 8, 9, 10, 10 pulses, 10, 9, 8, stay low, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put it down, right into the other side. pointing the left toes, staying low. Make sure your butt's not back. Butt is down. Butt is down. Chest is up. Belly button is in. Lifting the leg. 1, 2, 3. Stay low. 4, 5. Make sure you don't have a death grip on that bar. 7. Nice and light. 8, 9. It's all that glute. 10. Hold it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dogs. 9. Background noise. 10. Hold it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I hope you can't hear them. 3, 2, 1. Back in. Last set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. These dogs. 3, 2, 1. And let it relax. I believe it's because Lizzie's on the front porch. Okay, shake out your legs. All right, we're gonna separate those legs out nice and wide. We're gonna go down for some plies. So we're gonna have that bar in front of us. Make sure your feet are turned out from the hips, so the legs are turned out, not the feet. And pretend you're in a toaster, so you don't wanna burn anything. Keep yourself upright. We're lowering straight down, pulling those knees back, and then squeeze your glutes to come up. Coming down and up. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze your glutes. I don't know why I'm counting, because we're just gonna keep on going. I have no set number of how many of these we are doing. Keep going. Squeeze your glutes. Push your knees back the whole time. A lot of times people push them back and then they come up and they're like, okay, it's done. No! Keep going. It's not done. Keep pushing them back the whole time. Whew. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Nice and light on that bar. 3, 2, hold it here. We're gonna pulse. So make sure you don't start to stick your butt out. Save the twerking for Zumba. Chest is up, butt is down. Keep holding it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Feel free to keep going. My legs are toast, and I also just finished teaching this class. So keep going if you want to. Otherwise, we're gonna come back to that bar with the bar in front of us. Feet are gonna be hip distance apart. We're gonna come into that plie. We're gonna take the right leg and step it back, and then in. So stay low. Left leg back, in. Right leg, in. So try to stay low the whole time. Try not to come up and down. Try to stay here, and here. Here, and here. Keep going. So really, really squeeze the glute if that leg that you're standing on. That's a golden opportunity to get that leg working all on its own. It's nice single leg work. Keep switching. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Do it again. This time, lower it down and in. So back, down, and in. Back, down, in. Keep it going. Down and in. Down and in. Whew, it's quick. So right here, stay low. Low. The only leg that straightens is that back leg. That front leg enjoys the burn. Down and in. Keep, oh, I messed that one up. Keep going. Back, down. It's kind of robotic, but where it's good for your brain. Woo, then it's burning. Let's do 8 more. Whenever I want to do a few less, I add a few more. Here's 7, 6, keep that belly button pulled in. 5, woo. 4, oh my goodness, 3, keep going, stay low. Pull that belly button in. 2, one more on each side, we've got this. 1, relax. Whew. Okay, so next, you can either use the bar or not, as is the theme with these classes. So we're gonna come back to that nice wide second position where we did all of those rounds of squats, plies, but we're gonna add in an extra level of difficulty, of course. So let's come on down to that nice wide position, and we're gonna come up on, especially after those lunges we just did, youch. All right, so stay facing your bar. I'm facing you so you can see what we're gonna do. We're gonna stay low, we're gonna lift the right heel, and again, right heel. Here's 2, 3, 4, holding onto that bar. 5, 6, 7, stay low. 8, let's do 10, 9, 10, the other side, 1. So notice nothing else in my entire body changes. If I covered my foot, you wouldn't be able to tell. You don't want to come here. Here's 7, 8, 9, 10, holding that bar, the other side. 1, 2, watch this knee, push it back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other side, holding that bar. 1, 2, stay low. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both heels. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. 3, 4. Holding that bar. 5, 6, 7. Stay low. 8, 9, 10. Let it relax. Oh, okay. Shake out your legs. They feel like there's fire. But again, you can always pause this and do more. All right, but we're gonna add on. We're gonna burn out our legs. This is gonna be our last one standing up for those legs. So, breathe. We're gonna do 10, 10, 10, and then 10 pulses. And we're done with the standing for those legs. So, give it everything you got. I'm gonna use the bar so I don't make a fool of myself. Although I always do somehow. All right, so belly button in, tailbone down, chest is up. We're coming down. We're gonna lift the right heel for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stay low. 7, belly button in. 8, 9, 10, left heel. 1, 2, stay low. 3, 4, focus. 5, 6, knees back. 7, 8, 9, 10, both heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, left. I lied. Right. Either one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both heels. Come on. 2, 3. Stay low. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Okay, like I said, I just did the class before this class. So let me tell you, it feels like there's candles lit on my legs. All right, so we're gonna drop it on down to the ground. All right, everybody, we've made it to our floor section. So we are still going to burn out our lower body a little bit more with some Pilates. So a little bit different from just our normal bar class, but it's booty bar, so we're throwing in everything we can to just burn our booties, if that sounds okay. All right, so we're gonna come down to our hands and knees. We're gonna start by lifting that left leg up behind us. So let me turn on a slight angle for you here. Usually makes a little more sense this way. All right, so hands underneath our shoulders. We're not sinking. We wanna push the floor away. Belly button is in. We're gonna point the left toes, and we're gonna take the leg straight up behind us. and down. So make sure that your pelvis doesn't help and your back doesn't drop. You want your back to stay right where it is. This is 3. So just that leg, pull your belly button in, back is flat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You know we're gonna pulse it 10 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower it down, straighten it. So still that left leg. Straight leg here. We're gonna take it straight up. 1, watch your side. Make sure it's just that leg. That glute is squeezing right here. I think that was, we'll say that's 3. 4, 5, 6. I'd love to watch this back and see how many times I counted wrong. 7, 8, 9, 10. And pulses. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dogs are back at it again. 9, 10. Lower it down. Breathe. All right, on to the other side. Here we go. Right leg is going back now. 1, with the bent leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, watch that spine. 8, with those toes. 9, and 10. Hold it here. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower it down. Straighten the leg. And we're lifting it straight up. 1, squeeze your booty. 2, 3, straight leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it here. Pulse it. 10, 9, 8. Breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Okay. All right. Next up, more for that booty. We are doing up and overs. So we're going to take that left leg straight out behind us. Notice I'm pointing both of my feet. This one's not just floppy. This one's not floppy. Both feet are pointed. Belly button is in. Shoulders are away. Pushing the floor away. We're going to take this left leg up, cross it over to the right. So you're squeezing that inner thigh as much as you possibly can. And then up. And now left leg is going out to the left. And then up. Left leg crosses over to the right. And up. Here's 2. Up and over. I'll show you from a few angles. Here's 3. Up and over. Here's 4. Up and over. I'll come back over. 5. Cross. 6. So really squeezing it out to the side. And then up at the top. And then when it's over, getting the most out of this motion. Here's 7. You're doing it, you might as well make it count in every point. Here's 8. 9. Last one. 10. And relax. Okay. Whew, those are tough. All right, over to the other side. Here we go. So right leg is reaching out straight. We're gonna take it up. Right leg is gonna cross over to the left. So make sure though that you don't think on over into that right arm. No, try to keep your body right where it is. It's just that leg. The ponytail is invading my space. All right, for reals, here we go. Right leg is crossing over, squeeze, and then up and out to the side. Up, cross, up, out to the side. That's 2. Up and over, squeeze. Up and out. 3. Up and over. Whew. Here's 4. We're almost halfway. You got this. Now we're halfway. Yay! 6. Pull that belly button in. All right, here's 7. Up and over. Cross. Here's 8. That one was lazy on my part. Here's 9. Up and over. And all the way out. And relax. Okay. Whew. All right, last one for that lower body. And then we will destroy our core and then stretch and call it a day. So here we go. We're coming out to those hands and knees. We're gonna do a fire hydrant. So that left leg is gonna stay at this 90-degree angle and it's just gonna come straight up to the side and then down. 2, so really squeeze it. Down, notice I pause at the top. A lot of people just kind of flail. So 3, but this is the only way to ensure you are not using momentum. You can't cheat to yourself if you pause. 4, and down. So from the front, 5, down. 6, down. Try not to go 7. And down. Keep those hips where they are. 8, down. 9, and 10. We might as well just destroy our glutes. We're here, right? We're gonna straighten the leg. 1, bend. 2, bend. 3, ouch. 4, you know we're doing 10. 5, try not to lean to the right. 6, 7, easier said than done. 8, 9, 10, and lower it down. Ouch. Feel free to add pulses there too. Okay, if you want to, when you do this video 3 times a day and your glutes are made of steel, feel free. All right, here we go. Right leg now is going out to the side for that fire hydrant. Right out and down. 2. Pause at the top. 3. 4. Woo, 5. Again, really watch your body. Make sure you don't lean to the left. I think this is 7. I can't remember if I missed one or not. 8. Feel free, but again, you can always pause it. 9 and 10. I'm gonna turn this way so you can follow my leg. Hopefully you can't hear the dogs too much, and if you can, I'm sorry. Here we go, 10 times extending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's halfway. 6. Oh my goodness. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let it relax. Nice with those glutes. Okay, so let's come on to our backs. My neighborhood, there's a lot of people that walk, especially since quarantine started. People decided that then they wanted to be out and socializing. So you hear the dogs. They just want to be friends with everybody. Okay, come on down. We're gonna take the legs straight up. So we're gonna do a little bit of a combined kind of lower body, a little bit of a stretch, and a lot of core. So we are laying flat, belly button is drawn in. So make sure you don't want to be here. Shoulders are under you, and then pull your belly button in. Get those legs up, and then my legs are kind of soft straight down on the knees. Straighten them, point those toes, or flex them. You just don't want them floppy. So do something with your feet, and pull your belly button in. We're gonna drop the left leg down. Don't touch the ground, get as close as you can, and then right back up. Let's keep going on the left leg. This is 2, and let's just stick with 10 because 10's been serving us well tonight. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6. So pull that belly button in. Keep those legs straight. 7, long legs. 8, reaching it away from you. 9, and 10. Right into the other side, right leg. Down 1. Pull that belly button in, straight leg. 2, and up. Breathe. 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep those legs straight. I just noticed myself, my legs were getting a little bleh. Here's 8, nice and controlled. 9, relax, shake them out. Okay, we're gonna pick it up a little bit. This will be our last one for those legs. Oh, let me see, what did I do here? Okay, all right. I lost track because I went right from our other class into this class, and here we are. Anyway, continuing on, we're gonna get the legs straight up. We're gonna turn the legs out. So you want kneecaps to turn out to the side. Keep your legs straight. We're gonna drop it nice and wide, and then cross right leg in front of left. And then drop it out wide, left leg in front of right. Wide, right in front of left. Wide, left in front of right. So pulling your belly button in, squeezing those legs together at the top, straight legs, point your toes, and we're gonna pick it up. Cross, 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 cross. Keep going for 10, 9, get that stretch, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, don't hate me. We're gonna pick it up right here. Cross, 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 cross. So keeping it tight, straightening those legs, crossing them as fast as you can. Cross, 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 cross for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I quit 1 second early on my own count. Knees into your chest. Let it relax. All right, so we're gonna stretch it out. We're gonna do a pretty quick but thorough stretch. So let's take right leg up towards the sky, grab onto it wherever you comfortably can. So if that means right here, my voice kind of cracked on that, right here, that's totally fine. Or wherever you, again, can comfortably get it. I don't want you to be laying down here with your neck veins sticking out and turning purple, trying to reach towards your foot. There's no point in that. So find a point where it's comfortable for you. And again, you can always hook a shirt or a dog leash or a yoga strap if you have the actual thing around your foot to kind of hold on to it here. That's an option. Wherever you want, make sure your feet are still pointed, no floppy fish feet. Give it a little pull, a little closer. Oh, my legs are trembling. Couldn't decide between trembling or shaking. They are trembling. Let it go nice and slow. The new one. You gotta tell me, were your legs trembling from this class? All right, reach it all the way up. We are grabbing that leg and feeling that stretch. I got something on it. Whew. Nice work. Really, that sounds so lame, nice work. But no, really, nice work. If you made it to this part, even if that means you fast forwarded through 20 minutes, you still did it. So, yes. Then clap your legs like, woo! I don't know, maybe I'm getting too goofy from doing 2-bar classes back to back. All right, and let it go. Let's sit all the way up. Okay, everybody, so let's go ahead and do a nice stretch. We're gonna get every area. We're gonna hold these stretches for quite some time, but because this is pre-recorded, feel free to pause it and stay in those stretches longer. Nothing wrong with that. So we're gonna start right away, and we're gonna take that left leg in front of us into a nice long lunge. So we're actually gonna start with the right knee down and the left leg forward. So from here, make sure your butt isn't sticking out or your belly. You wanna zip the pants, tuck the tailbone under, and then push your glutes forward. So the belly is nice and long, the hips are square, and we are going to stay here for a bit. So we're gonna hang out right here. Take some deep breaths, pushing forward. Remember, you're at home. If your knee hurts, feel free to put a pillow or fold your mat some more. We're gonna stay here for just 10 or 5 more seconds. All right, so from here, staying low, belly button is in, chest is lifted. We're gonna curl the back toes, stay low, try to keep yourself right where you are, and lift the back knee. So we're feeling that nice deep stretch here. So trying to stay low, trying to keep the right hip forward, left hip back, keeping those hips square. All right, and then let's reach the arms all the way up. So as you're here, you're trying to lift the arms up as you push the hips down. So you don't want to lift everything up. Hips are down, arms are up, reaching up nice and tall, nice and long. And then we're gonna put the hands down and lower the knee again. Uncurl the toes, sinking down nice and low. And then we're gonna come up here. Same idea, hips are going down as the arms and upper body lengthen up. And then one more time, we're gonna put the hands down, stay low, curl the right toes, lift the right knee, stay low, try to reach the arms up, hips down, upper body up. And then lower everything back down. We're gonna come into a lizard lunge here. So we're going to take the left leg to the left. So we're gonna walk that left foot to the left edge of your mat. So everything's opening up a little bit. Let me turn on a little angle for you. Hopefully that'll help. There we go. So left leg, instead of being in the center, is coming out here to the left. So your body has a little more room to go down. So both hands are on the inside of that left leg now. Try to keep your chest open. So that left knee is pushing out to the left, and we're dropping everything down in the middle. Trying to sink nice and low. Lizard lunge. So if you want, feel free to kind of wiggle ever so slightly. And you don't have to. It's more kind of like, oh, look at that, that feels good. And it's really slight. You don't want to feel like you have to move. Just move if it feels good. And then if you find a spot where you're like, oh, that feels nice, stay there, that's fine. But it should feel kind of nice. It's really good for opening up those hips. All right, now we're gonna walk that right foot, that left foot to the right. So we're taking that left foot, we're walking it over towards the right hand, we're coming into a pigeon pose. So remember, in a perfect world, a pigeon pose would have the left shin parallel with the left edge of your mat. If you're like, Jamie, my legs are not perfectly flexible, that's fine. To make it easier, you bring that left foot closer to you. So the closer it is, the easier it'll be. But if you want to make it a little bit more difficult, increase the stretch, take the foot, move it away. And then you want to make sure that you're not sitting on your left butt cheek. You want to be on top of those hips. So you want to be on top of that right leg. So you want to make sure whenever I'm like, be on top of it, instead of over here, in the middle, and then down. So from the side, it's a lot of coming in and out of the stretch. You stay there. So from the side, we're nice and upright. And again, please use those fingertips to lift your torso up. I've never seen a pigeon do this. I don't know why it's called pigeon pose. So try to stay on top of that right leg. Breathe. So using those fingertips, because if you're on your hands, you can only lift so far before your torso gets stuck. If you're on those fingers, gives you that bit more leverage. Pull that belly button in. The work doesn't stop just because we're stretching. All right, and then let's walk it over that leg. So be gentle with yourself, don't force it. And again, feel free to move ever so slightly, but I even hesitate in saying that because I don't want you to feel like you have to, and I don't want you to think that it's even moving. It's more like if you take a deep breath in and then out, your muscles move. That's how small of a movement, how micro of a movement this can be. But hanging out here, I know it's a long time, but it's a good deep stretch. And if you can go farther and you want to lay down flat, go for it. If you're like, Jamie, I can't get my elbows to the ground, totally fine. Hang out where you can. All right, and then let's walk it on up. So we're gonna bend the back knee. When I go to bend the back knee, I tend to bring my front leg a little bit closer, just for a balance reason. So feel free to move however you need to, but we're gonna bend the right knee. So we're bending the right knee and we're feeling that stretch. So before we even reach for it, don't just immediately go and reach for the foot. Stay right here, use your hands to sit up tall and use your hamstring, your muscles right here, to try to bring the back foot towards you without it sinking down. Try to keep it up towards the sky and bring it towards you. Then try to lift your chest a little farther. So we're trying, in theory, thinking of getting head to foot. It's never happened for me, so if it happens for you, please take a picture and tell me. But lengthening here, bending the back foot, reaching the head towards the foot. And then come back up with your torso. Now we're gonna plant left hand down, reach the right hand around and see if you can find your foot. Again, if you do, great. If you don't, no worries, just keep reaching for it. And remember, you can always grab onto a yoga strap, a dog leash, a t-shirt, leggings, anything that you want to wrap around that foot. From here, we're gonna give it a gentle pull. My legs are very sore and tight, so please take it farther if you can. My legs cannot right now, but please do what you can. If you can bring it closer, please bring it closer. Get the most out of this. All right, now keep the leg where it is, let go. And then lower it on down. From here, we're just gonna keep the left leg tucked in, but turn ourselves to the long edge of our mat. So we're in a half straddle here. So the right leg is reaching out, the left leg is tucked in. And I'm doing the same side as you. Zoom does flip it, which is where I'm recording this on. So if you need to just follow along visually, follow along visually. If you want to follow along with the same leg, it's gonna be opposite visually. So I've got right leg out, left leg tucked in. We wanna make sure right butt cheek is on the ground. Automatically, it's just kind of not. It's like kind of over here. So sinking down, put that right butt cheek on the ground. So this left leg might have to come out a little. That's okay. Just make sure that right butt cheek is on the ground. It's more important than having this leg in and having your butt up. So butt down, sitting up tall. Might feel a stretch already depending on how tight and sore your legs are. We're gonna flex the right foot. Nice strong legs here. And we're gonna take the left arm up and over to the right. So we're reaching towards the right foot. Again, I am very sore, so if you can, please go farther. But keep your chest open. You don't want to, oh look, I got to the foot, and you're doing this ugly thing with your upper body. You want to keep everything staying forward along the edge of that mat, and then just taking it over to the side with your chest open. So don't cheat to say that you went farther. It doesn't count. Keep that belly button pulled in, chest is open, reaching towards the foot. Now we're gonna come up here. We're going to swivel the rib cage to face the right leg and then walk over towards the right leg. So I like to use my left hand on the outside of my right leg to help walk myself over, to keep me twisted towards the leg. And again, if you can just flop onto your leg, by all means, please do so. And come back up. From here, we're gonna come back to that low lunge. So come on over, so right leg is back, left leg is gonna come front again. From here, we're gonna move right into a standing split attempt. Remember, it might not happen, but we're gonna try. So we're gonna push up onto that left foot, and then we're gonna take the right leg up as high as we can get it. My hair is smothering my microphone. So we're leaning on over, using the fingertips. Remember, if you're like, I can't even get to the floor, feel free to use a chair or something right here for your hands. Nothing wrong with that. But if you can, flopping on over, belly button is pulled in, we're pointing the toes. Can't see my toes, but they're pointed, and lifting the right leg towards the sky. And then from here, lower the right foot down to meet the left. So you're just standing here, kind of reaching for your toes. Maybe you're at your toes, maybe you're not. Maybe they're really far, nothing wrong. Take your hands wherever you need to. And then from here, we're gonna take the left leg back and do this all again on the other side. So left leg is coming back. We're starting with that low lunge first, changing things up, starting low. As always, I wore a terrible shirt for showing where things are supposed to be. But we're making sure that the butt's not out, butt is tucked under, and then pushing it forward. And you can push your butt. Have somebody else do it, push your butt. So from here, lengthening the chest up, hips down. So rib cage is going one way, hips are going the other. All right, and then from here, we're gonna curl. I lied, we stayed here a lot longer, so we're gonna stay here a bit longer. All right, now let's go ahead and curl the back toes. Stay low, don't come up, stay right where you are, and just lift the back knee. Ooh, my legs are trembling. Again, stretching doesn't mean easy. All right, let's reach the arms up. So everything's lifting in one direction, hips are going down, torso's going up. And then lower the knee. Hang out here. Sinking a little lower. All right, reaching those arms up, torso in one direction, hips in the other, and then stay low, lift that back knee. Hands down, lower the knee, and we're gonna turn it into that lizard lunge. So we're gonna take right foot now, out to the right. So walking that foot to the outer edge, and then pushing that knee out so that you have room, but not all the way out. But the knee, you don't want it knocking in towards your chest. The knee is in line with the foot, which is all off to the side, so that you have room for your body inside of that right leg. So from the front, stay right there, we are here. So normal lunge would have the leg more in line with the chest, but instead we take the hand inside and walk the foot out. It looks weird because you can't see any other part of my body, but it's like this. And again, you might not be this low. You might be like, okay, I'm on my fingertips, or you might have some books. You might have a chair. There's nothing wrong with that. Find where it's comfortable for you, where you can make it work. The point is you're doing the stretch. There's literally no right or wrong. All right, so from here, we're gonna move into that pigeon. So let's take the right foot across to the left. So we're walking that foot, and remember to make it easier, bring it closer, to make it harder, keep it farther, but make sure you're not sitting on your right butt cheek, which sounds weird. Don't sit on your butt, but don't sit on your butt. Make sure that you are on top of those hips. Okay, so we're holding these a while. That's good. But breathe, we're almost there. So use those fingertips to sit up nice and tall. Be a proud pigeon, open your chest, lengthen. All right, and then from here, we're gonna walk it on over. Take your time. And again, feel free to move within this. If you're like, oh, it feels good if I like rock more to the left, rock more to the left. Make sure you don't hold your breath. That won't help anything. You can't improve your flexibility if you're passed out from holding your breath. I'll feel bad, you'll feel bad, don't do it. All right, let's come on up. So we're lengthening onto those fingertips here, and we're gonna bend the back knee. So make sure it doesn't drop inwards like that. You wanna keep it towards the ceiling, which is much easier said than done. My legs especially like to drop in, which is a turn out. So try to keep your toes up towards the ceiling, and then from here, we're having the idea of lifting our head towards our foot, which again, we can only hope. Without the use of our hands, it's very hard. And one side, of course, is always gonna be like, ugh, compared to the other. All right, come back up. And then from here, we're gonna put the right hand down, reach the left hand around, grab onto that foot. And again, please pull it in as much as you comfortably can. So I should have said this was also an option on the other side. You can always hook the foot inside your elbow, and then if you want even more, you can take the opposite arm, reach it around, and see if you can clasp those fingers behind you. Always an option, there's always ways. All right, let's let that left foot go, nice and slow. And then we're gonna come back to that low lunge. Ooh, legs are like jelly. So put that right foot down. We're coming into that standing split attempt. So we're gonna push onto that right foot, fold it over, and then we're gonna take the left leg up. Probably cutting off my toes again, yep. That's okay. So right here, reaching left foot up towards the sky. Remember, your hands can be anywhere. And we're really not pushing it crazy right now, just feeling what feels good. All right, and then we're gonna, oh wait, I messed up, we didn't do our side. Okay, let's come back down. And back into that pigeon. And we're gonna flip it on over into that side position. So I'm gonna flip this way. I knew I was gonna miss something. All right, so now we have right leg tucked in, left leg out to the side. It was these, I missed these. All right, so sitting up tall, again, make sure that both butt cheeks are firmly on the ground. I always joke, if you have a memory foam pillow, you should have 2 imprints, you don't want just one. If you got up, I should see both butt cheeks in the pillow. All right, and then let's take it on over towards the left leg. Pushing that right knee down, keeping both butt cheeks on the ground, and remember, keep your chest open. I'm shedding. We have 4 animals here, and yet my hair is the only one that I can see. All right, and now we're gonna turn towards the leg. So swiveling your torso and then going over that leg. And again, my super sneaky trick is I like to use my opposite hand. So I'm using right hand on my left leg to help keep myself towards it. All right, we just have 2 more stretches here. All right, so come on up. We're gonna do a straddle or splits, and we're calling it quits. It's gonna be our new slogan in class. So let's come into that straddle. So both legs are opening out nice and wide, but remember, it's as wide as you can, as wide as you can get them while sitting up straight. You don't want them right here, or you can have them here if you're sitting up tall. I'd rather them be here and have you sitting up tall than have them out super wide and you're like this. That's not pretty. So sitting up tall, think of arching your back here, sticking your butt out to lengthen, flex those feet, and then we're gonna walk it forward. So we wanna hinge at the hips, not rounding the spine. Anybody can round their spine and start to get their arms towards the floor, but that's not what we want. We wanna be moving from our hips, and that's what's taking us over. So really, if I put my elbows on the ground, I'm kind of cheating with my back. So even for me, to keep my back totally flat and make this just come from my hips, I have to stop about here. I would love to make this even longer, but at the time that I'm currently filming this, it is very, very late. So we're gonna do our splits and then feel free to add on. And while we're here, continue, keep walking it out, take your time, breathe, see if you can go farther. That's great if you can, but I don't have time for that. So here we go, we're gonna come out of it. Let's go into those splits. We will hold each one for 1 minute, 1 whole minute in your split, whatever that might be. So remember, if you're like, I don't have a goal of doing a split, I really don't wanna try. 1, I encourage you to try. 2, you can hold right here for 30 seconds and then right here for 30 seconds, or you can hold another pigeon. Otherwise, go as low as you can, and you're gonna stay there for 1 minute. So here we go. Coming on into it. Again, wherever that may be for you, I will let you know when we're at the halfway point. So it's no different than getting stronger. Like with stretches, you can't just slide into something for 2 seconds, be like, bam, look, I did it, I'm flexible, I got my splits. No, that's like if you took a heavy weight and you managed with all the momentum in the world to do 1 bicep curl. You're like, that's right, I do my curls with 75-pound dumbbells. Like, no. Could you manage it for 1? Yes. Is that the real situation? Could you do it again? Maybe. So same as how you do repetitions and sets to make things better, to get stronger, to improve at them. Same goes for flexibility. If you have the time, I would repeat this entire stretching segment and pause it and stay longer, or do another minute for your splits on each side when we're done here. But look at that, the minute's done. So let's come on out of it. So again, feel free to make this work for what your body needs. I didn't tell you when we were halfway. I'm so sorry. All right, here we go. The other side, and remember, you probably just started with your better side, because naturally your body is not gonna start on the side that's like, oh, that sucks. Here we go. Your body's gonna start on the side that's like, hey, look at this. We don't need to do the bad side, but you need to do the bad side, but respect it. So with strength training, I'm always like, you gotta make a match, and that's 100% true. And you should always start your sets on your weaker side. So if you're doing one side for things, see what you need to do for the weaker side and do it for your stronger side as well. So you don't want to start on your strong side and then get to your weak side and be like, oh shoot, I can't do this. Because then you're not even. You're gonna make the strong side get stronger and the weak side's gonna just constantly be lagging. So with strength, you want to make sure that you match them. For flexibility, matching them and forcing yourself into something could really hurt you. So listen to your body and be like, hey, this is the bad side, which this is currently the bad side for me. And I'm like, all right, Lefty, I know that I have hurt you in the past trying to be like the right side, and we're not gonna do that again. All right, come on out of it nice and slow. My little stretching rant. All right, shake out your legs, move around however you need to. I hope that this was a sufficient stretch for you. There are so many other things we could have done. Easily this could have been an hour and a half, but there are only so many hours in the day. The sun has been gone for a few hours, but I hope this filled your stretching needs. Feel free to do it again. Find certain stretches use your own timers. This kind of just gives you a framework. But thank you. I hope that you have a wonderful day, night, weekend, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever you might be doing this. And hopefully I will see you in a class very soon. Nice job, everybody. Woo!